Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the February 1st, 2022 New Moon in Aquarius, Part 2 of 2. Now, first off, as far as Sabian symbols go, okay, this is going to fall at 12 degrees Aquarius. Now, this may add, the 12th degree of Aquarius can indicate this could add more drive, motivation, and the desire to attain success. There may be increased self-reliance as well. Now, on the negative side, there could be a danger of some people wanting to begin or start to instigate problems such as causing dissension in an astrological or astronomical community. It may be due to someone being vindictive, perhaps feeling exiled or ostracized by the community, as an example. Now, excuse me. Now, it's also important to look at electional aspects the transit of the new moon makes, as it could impact its delineation and interpretation. Now, it's going to make a conjunction to Saturn. Now, one way this may manifest is that the father and or older people may figure more prominently in what is started in connection with the new moon in Aquarius. Now, it may also indicate the start of having more freedom and independence, which is connected with Aquarius, from a career, which is Saturn, or simply a career, which again, Saturn can give more freedom and independence, which is, of course, Aquarius. Now, another thing, too, I'm saying, well, it's also important to look at the other electional aspects that take place at the time of it, as they will be intensified and amplified since they are taking place at the same time of it. Now, transit Mars in Capricorn is going to make a trine to transit Uranus in Taurus. Now, by itself, well, this can manifest in a good aspect in having the courage, motivation, and drive, which is Mars, for freedom, which is Uranus, a good blending of both. Now, it could also be expressed in taking action, which is Mars, that was strongly premeditated and planned, which is Capricorn, and is favorable in investing in unique, some kind of unique or, something with the internet, electronic, which is Uranus, and currency, which is Taurus, now such as cryptocurrency. Now, this could also be a good time, say, for taking the bull by the horn, so to speak, and making that investment. Venus in Capricorn will be making a close trine to Uranus and Taurus. So at this time, this could really reaffirm or reinforce an auspicious time for putting money in cryptocurrency. Venus in Capricorn likes investments that have longevity, and Uranus and Taurus could be something unique, which could give perhaps a slow but steady growth. Now, another thing is it's important to look at other transits. Transits that to your natal chart, is they could be amplified and intensified since they're taking place at the same time as the new moon. Now, transit Venus in Capricorn is going to be in my 9th house, and it's going to make a tight in conjunct to my natal moon in Gemini, and in the 1st house. Now, the transit by itself may indicate an adjustment needed between relationships, which can include important friendships, which is Venus, and that may be with people that are older, structured, disciplined, serious. That's Capricorn. That may be foreigners. It's the 9th house. Now, in doing things that I am simply at home with, which is the moon, and being in Gemini, it could be communication, perhaps even superficial loves, and even being whimsical. It's a strong contrast between, of course, very serious and very whimsical energy. Now, and the fact that my natal moon in Gemini is in the 1st house, this energy, I mean, as far as communications, even superficial loves, being whimsical, that energy could be readily seen by others since it's in the 1st house. It could also manifest in making an adjustment with what you love in a love interest, which is Venus. That could be serious, again, Capricorn, with a foreigner, 9th house, and versus maybe a subconscious, which is the moon, a need of not wanting to be pinned down, which of course is Gemini, and it could also be a little, maybe it's a little self-centered being in the first house. Now, since this is happening at the time of the new moon, it could be very intensified and accentuated. Again, a very strong contrast between, what is, Gemini energy being very whimsical and Capricorn being serious. Capricorn energy is more about concentration, and Gemini energy, unfortunately, could scatter oneself, and again could be about dissipating the self through a lack of a unifying or say integrating purpose. So there is a very big difference in that, and it could be the expression of too much or too little. And again, the fact that it's going to take place at the time of the new moon, that could be a very intense period, and that energy could be very amplified and intensified. Now, another thing is, interestingly enough, this is going to fall, this new moon is going to fall on National Freedom Day, and that's a National Freedom Day does occur in the United States. It commemorates the signing of the 13th Amendment, which eradicated slavery in the United States. This is a day where many people may embrace their freedom and independence in our country. The fact that the new moon takes place on this day may suggest it may be more emphasized at this time as opposed to other times when the new moon in Aquarius did not fall on this day. Now, also, notice that on February 1st, 2022, the U.S. government is going to have a meeting regarding things that are fraudulent, that are associated with COVID-19 and price gouging. Now, this could be seen through an online stream, and the government is going to attempt to make people more cognizant of scams associated with COVID-19. Now, I'm sure many of these are online scams, and things that are online, of course, are associated with Aquarius, online streaming, again, connected with Aquarius. And since this is transpiring at the time of this new moon, it can be the new beginning, a start of learning for many and becoming educated about online COVID-19 schemes. And Aquarius is also associated with what is on the internet, and the sun is connected, is involved, since it conjoins the new moon. Of course, when you have a new moon, the sun is conjuncted. The sun is associated with our consciousness, and it can be about being more cognizant, having awareness at this time. And the moon is connected with the public, so this is a lot about public awareness, I would say. And Aquarius can involve groups of people. The moon is also associated with safety and security. So the government wants people to be more safe and secure regarding these schemes. And it tells them, the fact you're having the new moon in Aquarius at this time, this is a time where people, more people may emphasize more security in the cyber world, on the internet world, and just being safe online, because again, the moon is connected with safety and security. Aquarius is associated with the internet and online activity and computers. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.